Alright, good morning dear 10s. So today we are going to talk about unemployment. So far we've talked about GDP, we've talked about inflation, we've talked about consumer price index. Okay, now today's topic is unemployment. I hope you've all heard about this word. This is a very hot topic at the moment because of COVID-19. So many people have lost their jobs. It is the unemployment. Okay, now the learning intention and success criteria, I want you to write this down in your notebooks. Okay, now before moving forward, what do you think being unemployed mean? Okay, have a think about that and tell me what do you think it is. Now within this video we're going to talk about unemployment, employment, labor force and unemployment rate. Okay, so we'll learn all of them in the slides. Sorry, now cursor sounds somewhere. There we go. Alright, unemployment rate in the news. So these days, because of this COVID-19, the unemployment rate is increasing. Okay, now unemployment rate passes 7% as another 227,700 jobs go in May. Okay, this was in May and now it is even more. People are saying that it is going to go above 10%, which is a huge rate. Okay, if 10% of the population is unemployed from the labor force, it is not a good place for a country to be in. Okay, now there is a link on the bottom of this slide. The slides are uploaded under files, so go there and have a look at this link and read the news. Okay, I want you all to take a look at this and see what's going on in Australia. Okay, what employment is, unemployment is, and how is it increasing every day. Now, labor force. Now, what is a labor force? Now, with unemployment word, it does people who are not working, they are not counted as unemployed. Not all of them. There is a way they calculate unemployed people. Okay, let's look at that. Now the definition: labor force is people who are ready to work. Okay, labor force, the number of people who are employed plus the unemployed who are looking for work. Okay, it doesn't count the whole population. Labor force is only the people who are actually working right now and the people who are looking for work. Okay, it does not count into people who are not looking for work, or who are retired, or who don't want to work. Okay, so any people who are employed at the moment and people who are looking for work, they are all together called the labor force. Okay, now out of this labor force, sorry about that, so out of this labor force, the unemployed people, that is the percentage how we calculate unemployment. Okay, we do not include people who are not looking for work. Make sense? Now labor force, easier way to learn this is labor force is equal to number of people employed plus the number of people unemployed. Okay, doesn't include the people who are not looking for work. Okay, now Australian labor force. Now this is our labor force that consists of, so non-labor force and labor force. Again, labor force is people who are working and who are looking for work, and non-labor forces who are not looking for work. Let's look at some of the examples of non-labor force. Okay, now non-labor force is babies. They can't work, right? So they are not counted as labor force, but they are counted as the population of Australia. Correct? Children at schools. Okay, again they are population, but they are not looking for work. Housewives, retired people, patients, prisoners, disabled people. Okay, all of these, if they are not looking for work, they are called the non-labor force. However, the labor force includes people like teachers at your school, a different school in Victoria, in New South Wales, in all over Australia, right? Lawyers, doctors, salespersons, electricians, farmers, people actively looking for work. Many examples. These are just a few of them. There's many examples for that. Okay, so these are just to make you understand what is labor force and what is non-labor force. Okay, now what is employed? Okay, the number of people who are employed for 1 hour per week. Okay, it doesn't count, it counts even if the person is employed for 1 hour per week, they are still counted as employed. I don't like that thing, but this is how they calculate the employment. Okay, unemployed, the number of people in the labor force who are unemployed. Again, in the labor force, people who are looking for work and who are unemployed, that is the unemployment percentage. Okay, unemployment rate is the percentage of people in the labor force who are unemployed. Okay, so how do you calculate percentage? So number of people looking for work divided by the total labor force times 100. That is how you calculate the percentage. Okay, I want you all to write these definitions down in your notebooks as well. Okay, and send them to me. I'm gonna keep going for now. Now this is the unemployment rate graph. It is almost impossible to have zero unemployment. Okay, there is no country all over the world that has 0% unemployment rate. It is very, very impossible. Okay, usually the good unemployment rate is 3.5% to 4.5%. If the rate increases any more than this, that means our country needs to work better. Okay, now let me see if I can make this bigger. Yeah. Alright, so this is a little bit of graph from May 2015 to May 2020. Okay, in May 2015 our unemployment rate was less than 6%. Okay, it was going up. It came down in middle of May 2015 and middle of May 2016 in that year. Again, it is going, it went down and up, down and up. So in May 2016 the unemployment rate was down, so which was 5.67%. May 2017, again it's almost the same as May 2016. Now in May 2019, look at May 2019, the unemployment rate was 5.3%, right? Now May 2020, look at the percentage, how up it is going. Okay, so this is how the unemployment rate is calculated. I want you to look at this news again, have a read through it and try and understand what it means. Okay, alright. Now who is responsible for measuring unemployment rate? Okay, now in Australia, the Australian Bureau of Statistics is responsible for collecting labour market data. Okay, it is also called the ABS, Australian Bureau of Statistics. It is a very important organization who collects all the data and give advice to the government. Okay, how do they collect the data though? How do they measure unemployment rate? Okay, what do? They conduct surveys each month called the labor force survey. Okay, now surveys, when you're picking people and asking them questions, say picking random people and asking some of the questions depending on what sort of data you want to collect. Okay, that is a survey. Now, in which it asks around 50,000 people about their participation in the labor market. Okay, so 50,000 random people all over the Australia will be participating. Okay, and that's how they are going to conduct, they're going to find out what is the unemployment rate. Okay, now let's look at what are the causes of unemployment. So there are a few causes that you might need to look at. So when the economy is bad, businesses may cut on staff in order to save money and stay in business. So current situation, COVID-19, the economy is going down. Most of the businesses are being shut down. So if the businesses are shut down, they're not earning money, right? When they're not earning money, they don't have money to pay the staff. All right, so that's why most of the people are unemployed at the moment. That's why our unemployment rate at this current time is very, very high. Okay, again, during the coronavirus lockdown, some businesses may lay off their workers in order to save money. So there's so many news about Qantas, even can't think of any example right now. So Qantas, Wesfarmers, some of the Target stores are closing as well. So these are all the causes of unemployment. What is the second cause? The second cause is when businesses face severe competition from overseas. Okay, they may take their operations overseas to save cost or close down. Okay, now again, automotive industry. So I hope you all know what automotive industry is. So the industry who manufactures cars is automotive industry. Ford and Toyota, they recently closed all the operations in Australia and took their plants overseas because it was expensive for them to build the cars here because the labor force is expensive. But when they took all the plants away, what happened? There was unemployment in Australia. People who were working in those factories were unemployed. Okay, this is how they cause unemployment. This is the second way how they do it. Okay. Now third cause. Now labor saving technology may also be introduced, which may lead to unemployment. Now we see technology everywhere, right? Increased use of technology has led to unemployment. Okay, now people in manufacturing, people are using automated production line. Okay, Kohl's, Safeway, they're self-checkouts. The staff is not required there. People can do the shopping themselves, pay themselves, and then go away. Okay, reduce people. Okay. Now this is a little video I want you to watch. This is based on Coca-Cola factory, how they're filling the bottles, making the bottles, and you will see that throughout the video there is not even 1% of human interaction involved. Okay, it is all automated and technology oriented, which means that this has increased the unemployment there as well. Okay, have a look at this video and tell me how you find it. Now this is something I want you to go through as well. Will robots take your jobs in the future? Yes, robots are becoming very, very important these days. People want to use new technology in their business. Now people, the nations in the industrialized world like Australia could lose half of all jobs to automation. So when everything is being automated, people lose jobs. I want you to go through this case study. This is from your book. Okay, and answer these questions in your notebook as well. Okay. Now automation in news. So Woolworths warehouse automation set to eliminate 700 jobs in Sydney and Melbourne. Okay, so the warehouse in Sydney, they are wanting to do it automated, which is going to lead to lesser jobs. Okay, so I want you to read this news down the bottom as well. This is a very, very important, very interesting news. Okay. Again, this was in the previous slide. Again, self-checkouts. People don't need staff to help the customers. Customers can make their own purchase and then go away. Again, this is news at the bottom. Very, very interesting to read. Now, this is something you need to think about. Could a robot do your job? Yes, some of the jobs robots can do, but there are some jobs robots cannot do. Okay. Again, read the news. You've got plenty of work to do today. So you're reading all the news today, and I'm going to give you some work based on this news. Okay. Now these are your questions for today. There's not much, not lengthy work, but there's so much to read and write. Make all the notes and look at the task I've laid down what you need to do for today. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and have a good day, have a good weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.